Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All of this has led up to the main event, which is a triple threat match for the NXT title. You got Bron Breakker defending against JD McDonagh and Ilja Dragunov. So what do we have here? We have three men with three different, I guess, attributes, whatever you want to call it. You got the champion, Bron Breakker. At this point, nobody's been able to beat him. Nobody's been able to figure him out. Sure, Dolph Ziggler got it done, but Dolph Ziggler's a veteran. Dolph Ziggler's the man. Now, well, yeah, he's the he's the man to me. Okay. But after that, even after that, still got his title back, beat Dolph Ziggler, called it a day. He has faced almost everybody. Now what's in front of him is a man he beat before, a cold, calculating guy that he has to beat again. But this time, somebody else is on the other side as well. A man who uses pain as motivation. A guy that you kind of have to really kill to beat. This guy, Ilja Dragunov, relinquished his NXT championship, the UK title, during the summer. Came back. He's in this match. I said whatever, because I don't know what else. I don't know what you expect me to really say. But this match right here had me on the edge of my seat. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought Bron was gonna lose. Yo, bro, I really thought Bron Breakker was gonna lose tonight, bro. It's crazy. I thought he was gonna lose. I thought it was over. I'm like, all right, now it's time to count the days when Bron Breakker actually becomes a member of the main roster. Like, that's all I was really saying. But Bron found a way to get it done. He found a way to get it done. So in this match, JD kind of was trying to go with this plan of just let Bron and Ilja beat the hell out of each other. And then once it comes to it, I'll close the deal. That's pretty much what he was trying to do. But Dragunov and Breakker were not allowing that to happen. They kept beating him up. But even so, JD kept pulling back, striking when necessary and striking when needed. He did just that. Bron Breakker trying to make sure that he retains his title, and Dragunov just taking every hit and then just getting up after that. So it's like, again, you got to kill Dragunov to beat him. That's a fact. So to show the smarts of JD, so Bron Breakker almost had this match won. He had Dragunov in the military press or gorilla press, and then boom, hits the power slam. That's how he's won a good couple matches in the beginning. Covers 1, 2, no, sorry, bugging. He hit it. Breakker went for the cover. JD takes him off and throws him out. And then he goes for the cover. 1, 2, Dragunov kicks out. Maybe a little time was wasted. Whatever the case is, Dragunov kicks out. So then Dragunov starts to build up a little momentum. And now Dragunov and Breakker at it again. This time, Dragunov hits the torpedo, you know, when he's just throwing himself at you. You know, boom, hits it. He got the cover. 1, 2. The ref's hand almost went down to 3, but JD caught it before it even went down. I was on the edge of my seat at this point because I really sat here and thought. I really sat here and thought that it was over. I thought it was over. I really thought it was over right there. So I was just like, okay. So I was just like, damn. I was like, oh man. I was just now at this point. See, this match went a good bit, like I think like 20 minutes or so. So at this point, I'm like, okay, how is this match going to end? And sad to say that match ended pretty much how it's Braun Breaker's matches have been ending lately. But before we get there, so again, JD stopped the ref's hand, rolled out the ring, and bid his time, right? Dragunov got out the ring, did almost a whole circle around the ring, was about to hit JD. JD counters with the standing Spanish fly. Boom. Hits it. Out of nowhere. Crazy. Then he drags Dragunov to the steel steps. He gets a chair. He's about to injure or break the ankle again. JD slams, misses. Dragunov gets on top of the steel steps and hits I'm calling it the human torpedo at this point in time. Until I fully get the name of this move, I'm calling it the human torpedo. So Dragunov hits the human torpedo on the top of the steel steps to JD. Boom. Rolls back in to Bron. And then they're going at it. Then boom. Dragunov gets the advantage. He's back in the corner again. He's about to hit the torpedo again. Runs up at Bron. Bron counters. Boom. Spear. 1, 2. JD like he about to break it up, but he just doesn't have the strength this time around. 3rd time's the charm. 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker retains. That's it. Braun Breaker retains with the spear. I don't know how the spear is just so much more powerful than the military press slam. But I mean, hey, if that's how he's winning matches, I win matches. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Can't really knock a man for winning a match fairly. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that one. Now, so now what's Braun Breaker's next move? Who's his next opponent? I think, again, from the beginning of the video, I'm going to start here. I think Carmelo Hayes should be his next opponent. I believe it. Because why not? I think Carmelo Hayes is the only person in NXT that would be more suited and more ready to win, to challenge for the NXT title. Because everybody else has been so up and down with wins and losses that it's like nobody's really in that right position. Like Tony D'Angelo could have been next up, but after he hurt himself and still technically lost against Wesley, he's kind of now a little bit low. Who else? Can't be JD again. Just lost the match. Maybe it could be Dragunov. Well, though Dragunov got pinned in the match, so I don't think it could be Dragunov. And everybody else is pretty much mid-card. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe, well, actually, it could be Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews did say he wanted a shot at the NXT title, so it could be Apollo up next. So, it could be Apollo Crews or my pick, Carmelo Hayes. You know, it could be one of those two. So, maybe in that sense, it's one of them. So, screw it. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. And that was NXT Halloween Havoc 2022 review. Again, pretty okay pay-per-view for what it's worth. The main event was smashing. Had me on the edge of my seat. Didn't know what was gonna happen. But until then, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love, support as always. In 2 weeks, we got Crown Jewel. I may be able to watch that live. and I'm maybe able to do my review. Only time will tell. We'll see. But still the 2K23. You already know, man. As of right now, that's the only thing I got, and continue with that. But yeah, that's all I got. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You heard?